apparently is Mike Hill. So Phil is friends with Mike Hill, and through that, he went to Cynthia and Mike's house. I mean, we have Pastor Bryant, we have Mia Thornton. I mean, I didn't realize Potomac and Atlanta were that close to each other. They're really not. Where's all this crossover between Atlanta? So Gizelle was like, say what now? Like, you've been here for this long. Cynthia came and left because Luann had her as her friend because all of a sudden Luann and Cynthia are best friends. And you're just now telling me that you've been to Cynthia Bailey's house? Well, Earl the Pearl, we were all rooting for you, opens up to Shannon and says Shannon gives him the key for the overnight date. And she really likes him. Doesn't seem like she wants to fuck him. I don't know how she thinks this is going to work. But nobody else gives an overnight key except for Shannon. And it turns out that Earl the Pearl comes over and there's a hurricane. Remember Hurricane Helene? And it's coming for not one, but both of his houses. Remember Shannon was so uninterested in the house without that wasn't on the beach. So his first house, I think, is in Georgia. The second one is in Florida, but it's not on the beach, which Shannon is mortified at. Shannon's sounding more like the Sonia Morgan every day. And apparently there's two hurricanes coming for each of his houses, he says. Put a pin in that because we're going to get back to that. So meanwhile, Ashley has to decide between the Silver Daddy Ralph and Wale. They all go and take an ice plunge, and Wale, he has his shirt off. He's like 38. He's so hot. And he looks over at Ralph, the Silver Daddy, and he's like, what is my life here that I'm competing with this like 68-year-old, I think? No age shaming. He said it, not me, Silver Daddy. And I'm kind of losing. And then he becomes very upset and he's about to walk out. I don't know. Can you guys tell I really like this show? But anyway, um, Shannon's daughters like Earl. They're just looking at him like, thank God you're not John fucking Jansen. Thank fucking God you are not John Jansen. Meanwhile, and at one point, Mitch, the guy who said, the way James speaks to you is so inappropriate, Luann. He's like, if that guy spoke to me like that, I would punch him in the face. Well, anyway, Gizelle is having flashbacks to when she had to bring bodyguards to the RHOP reunion against Monique. Sorry, Gizelle, Monique is back, and it seems like you're having for everyone happy that Monique is back. I'm happy that Monique is back. I'm happy, but I mean, I don't know. Monique has sworn up and down, has looked me in the eyes, looked everyone in the eye, and said she would never be back. I get it. She has bills to pay. The thing is, when she left RHOP, she felt the producers did her really dirty. Does everyone remember this? She felt producers did her really dirty, and she talked about it. Then she went on all the Love and Marriage shows, like well, not all of them. What did she go on? Love and Marriage Huntsville, I think, or not that one. Whatever the DC one was, I don't know. I don't watch the show, no shade, but she felt she was done dirty there by production too. So maybe reality TV isn't for you, Monique. I'm thrilled that you're back. I'm thrilled that you're back. But my advice is, even as a friend of Sweetie, you're going to have no say in your edit. So it's all okay. But like, I don't know, like you should just, like, if you're back, you should just know what you signed up for. There's nothing different. That is the difference between Monique. Like, she spoke badly about the network, but lots of people do. The difference with Kenya, because everyone's like, last week is like, oh, Kenya can come back now that Brit's not going to be there. No, she can't. Brit is suing over $20 million. Now, until this is cleared up, Kenya isn't going to be back. So, whenever this lawsuit is either lost, won, dismissed, whatever it is, if it's dismissed, like Baldoni's case, and it goes away, then maybe Kenya could be back. But right now, while this lawsuit is going on and Brit is suing for $20 million, Kenya isn't going to be back. I have bad news for everyone. Kenya will not be back next season on RHOA. I'm really sorry to break it to everyone. Not while this lawsuit is going on. Anyway, it turns out that Earl the Pearl is doing the overnight with Shannon. And here's where, I don't know, everyone's probably going to be on Shannon's side, but I'm not. So Earl the Pearl comes and he's spending the night, and then he was tired, and Shannon's like, go to bed. I see her side of it. She basically said, how's the hurricane? Is it coming for your house? And he said, you know, it's not, no, it's okay for now, but the hurricanes are still there. There's massive hurricanes in Florida, in Atlanta, and she went out to the bar and she danced on the bar and she wants to go get drunk because we all know Shannon wants to drive the car and the dog is in the back of the car and then she comes to a stop and the dog goes flying into the front of the car. We all know what Shannon's doing when she's out at night. She wants to drink as much as humanly possible. So there's that. And Earl, instead of waiting around in her room to go to bed while she was at the bar, went back to his room and he was really upset. And now it comes down to this is why Shannon's breaking down and crying. And all the ladies come to her room, Luann, Ashley, and Gizelle, and they're all on her side. They're like, which is great. It's nice to see girl power, but they're all like, this horrible man, this horrible man, this horrible man. And I kind of am on Earl's side with this. Like, I get it. If Earl did, I understand what Shannon was saying. If you don't communicate with me, how upset you are, I can't read your mind. Now, I get that. I'm no mind reader. So I understand, like, you told me it was okay. It wasn't coming from your house. So I thought it was okay. But the thing is, I don't know. If I said two massive hurricanes are coming and my actual house may not be around, like my physical house might go away, and it seems like it's going to be okay. And it seems like it's not coming for my house, but I'm going to stay up and watch right now to see if it's going to come for my house. And you go out and you're drinking on bars. I get where Earl's coming from. It seems like it's always about Shannon. Ugh. And that's just, I mean, like another high maintenance housewife to date. No thanks. And then the next morning they all get together and the guys are like, what happened? And Earl's like, listen, this isn't the forum. I don't want to bring it up. And then Shannon sits down and brings it up. And when Earl says whatever, Shannon loses it and is like, this is absolutely ridiculous. She's ready to lose her shit. She starts crying. She's like, I'm going to walk out. I'm going to walk out. I'm going to walk out. Listen, Shannon, this isn't Housewives. I think you're overreacting. I don't know. What do you guys think? You guys on Shannon's side with this? I thought it was a total overreaction. I, I understand if someone's not sharing information, but I really felt that this was more on Shannon. And if I had to pick one, I would be Team Earl on this. So that seems to be all that's going on. I still want to know if anyone chose their actual guy, like if anyone's with the actual person. We know Luann is not. Shannon and Earl, she doesn't even want to fuck him before all of this. So that's over with. I wonder if Gizelle is with her guy. Somehow Gizelle is the coldest dater. She's the most likely to end up with a person, but we're going to find out next week. Okay, we have a lot more to talk about now.